The question I always get is, you went to a Division III school, you played a, not the highest level of tennis. How did you beat Rafael Nadal? Were you stronger and faster? Were you? How did you beat the Bryan brothers? You have better forehand, backhand, serve. No, and really no. What I've been able to do over these years is find situations where I can have an advantage over these types of players that have superior skills to me, and then play the match on those terms over an extended period of time and eventually lead to victories. The same thing that you guys are going to see throughout your entire season, unless you're Peter Smith and you win the NCAA title. But you're always going to run into teams that are better than you. Your kids are going to ask you, how do we beat this team? Well, there are certain things that you do better than your opponents, and how can you get yourself into those situations? For instance, just a real quick story. I played against Nadal and Lopez at Indian Wells in 2009. It was the year before they won it. And what do you do when you're serving against Rafael, one of the #1 players in the world at that time? He's on the deuce court. I'm a lefty. Where are you going to serve, Rafa? Anyone? Huh? Serve his backhand, right? You don't want to serve his forehand. The serve his backhand, call it the first one right through the middle, and the guy hits the Mach 1000 forehand winner down the middle. I said, okay, that didn't work well. We won the next point and serve Rafa again. All right, I'm going at his backhand. I go to the middle again. He goes, toss him off winner. All right, that's no good. I got to get to his backhand at all costs. So I serve his backhand. I volley out to his backhand, but as you guys know, Rafa can step around quite well. Hit an inside-out outrageous angle forehand that lands here, puts me like in a crumpled mess right next to my chair, which is convenient because it's a changeover. So that was my opening game with Rafa, and then, all right, maybe I don't want to serve his backhand. Maybe I want to serve his forehand, because now I need some volley to his backhand. Over the next hour, I going to serve exclusively Rafa's forehand. Volley to his backhand, was able to get through and win the match. Am I a better tennis player than Rafa? No, but I do have a win over him. So. Today, I really want to focus on 3 things in doubles. Number 1, the serve and the return. You guys have always heard it, I've heard it. The 2 most underworked things in the game. I studied some footage with my coaches. 70% of the points in my matches, at least, are won and lost with the serve and the return. Now that become points that get put away with an easy smash or whatever as one off the serve and the return. How much of my practices, normally revolve around the serve and the return? At the time, it was probably 20%, 25%. So once we made that recognition, it was a real immediate change. So how much time are we focusing on these 2 strokes in the modern game of doubles? The top players you see coming up, Lindstedt, Tekau, Bopana, Koreshi, if you guys follow the ATP game, these guys are doing it with huge serves, huge returns. These are the guys who are the new up-and-coming stars of the doubles tour. Second thing I want to talk a little bit about is aggressive net play. When you guys watch Bob and Mike Bryan, when you watch Leander Paes, what do you guys think? You guys think a guy who jumps to the middle, puts a lot of pressure on you. Mirny and Nestor are the kind of guys who, if you hit them the ball to the net, they will put the ball in the exact right spot every single time. We'll get into that a little bit today. Finally, talk a little bit about teamwork, tactics, the idea that there's no one way to play tennis. Who here watched the ATP World Tour Finals in London? Who won the World Tour Finals in doubles? Lopez and Grenollers. Exactly. What is unique about Lopez and Grenollers? They play back. They play 2 back. They play serve and stay back. And they won the biggest doubles tournament in the world indoors, serving and staying back. I mean, I've heard great coaches all around the world saying, this is doubles, you have to serve and volley. Well, the biggest tournament in the world on an indoor court was just won by 2 Spaniards who sat and served and stayed back every single point. I'm not saying that that's how you have to play. I'm saying that when you look at your team and you think you have 6 guys out there for a double or 3 double combinations, you need to figure out what their assets are. And in the modern game, it's often that they're better baseline players than they are volleyers. So while you can encourage them to keep working on their net games, 2 back, serving and staying back, a woman's style of tennis, as it used to be referred to as I was overcoming, is now becoming very, very popular on the men's tour. So I'd like to get into a little bit of that as well. We're going to do 1 return drill. If you guys are too far away and you want to actually walk out or come onto the court, I have no problem with that. I'm going to do some positioning stuff later, so feel free to move forward if that's the case. The next thing I want to talk about is the return of serve. The serve is underworked, but the return of serve is probably even more underworked. It's a difficult skill to practice because you obviously always need someone serving to you. Sometimes with our college team, we try to pair up whenever guys are working on serves. We also have guys working on returns. However, that's hard because if they're serving from the baseline, they might only make 50, 60, 70%, so half the time you're standing there either playing out balls. If you're working with kids individually as a coach, or if you can even have players do this to each other, Tommy, grab the hopper and do the three-quarter. Serve to them from three-quarter court. Even if you're the kid who's got to hit serves from three-quarter court, it's just 10 minutes. They can go back and work on their serve after. But for the returner, this is going to allow them to get a lot of reps. So Tommy's going to fire away. I'm just going to continuously work on returns, and I can get so many more reps in. It's all right.
I'll say
Sorry.
and I think
the one drill I like to do is try to hit them in the alley. So the down the line to return is really important in doubles. How many balls can I get into the alley off either the forehand or backhand, and then start alternating alley after alley. So I'll go first ball down the line, second ball cross court into that alley. Keep it firing.
I need the 5 or 6 back.
For where you're aiming. If you just tell them to go down the line anywhere, sometimes they're often thinking they're hitting a better return than they actually are. If you see how many alleys you can hit back and forth, that's very high level. I've seen the Ryan brothers do this drill an awful lot. Hit the alleys? If I'm attacking down the line, single sideline is my target. I don't ever think I'm trying to hit a winner when I go down the line, unless it's a sitter second serve. I think that's a concept that a lot of college kids get. You say, I want you to go line here. They think, oh my God, I'm going to take this guy's head off. And that's a little bit of mentality we want to get out of them and get in. We're just starting to play down the line. You get a quality return down the line, especially if you're playing two back, which most teams are. They don't have a clear volley. You're just starting to play down the line, and then you're going to move on from there.